Yep.
Great. So we'll call the meeting to order of the HTC Sign Advisory Committee on Tuesday, July 28th at 9:05 a.m. And as a preliminary matter, this is Chris Young, Chair. Permit me to confirm that all members and persons participated on the agenda are present and can hear me. Paul Wolf. Paul, can you just say here?
Here.
All right, thanks. And Kevin Kuster?
Aye.
All right. And Kadeem, you are staff. Kadeem, you're representing?
Yep.
Thank you. Anticipated speakers, I guess we've held off on having them confirm in the past. So good morning. The open meeting of the SAC is being conducted remotely, consistent with Governor Baker's executive order of March 12th, 2020, due to the current state of emergency in the Commonwealth due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. In order to mitigate the transmission of the COVID-19 virus, we've been advised and directed by the Commonwealth to suspend public gatherings, and as such, the governor's order suspends the requirement of the open meeting law to have all meetings in a publicly accessible physical location. Further, all members of public bodies are allowed and encouraged to participate remotely. This order, which you can find posted with the agenda materials for the meeting, allows public bodies to meet entirely remotely so long as reasonable public access is afforded so that the public can follow along with the deliberations of the meeting. Ensuring public access does not ensure public participation unless such participation is required by law. This meeting will feature public comment. For this meeting, the SAC is convening by video conference via the Zoom app as posted on the town's website, identifying how the public may join. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and all attendees are participating by video conference. Accordingly, please be aware that other folks may be able to see you, and take care not to screen share your computer. Anything that you broadcast may be captured by the recording. All supporting materials that have been provided members of this body are available on the town's website unless otherwise noted. The public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda unless I note otherwise. We are now turning to the first item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. I'll introduce each speaker on the agenda. After they conclude their remarks, the chair will go down the line of members, inviting each by name to provide any comment, questions, or motions. Please hold until your name is called. Further, please remember to mute your phone or computer when you're not speaking. Please remember to speak clearly and in a way that helps generate accurate minutes. For any response, please wait until the chair yields the floor to you and state your name before speaking. If members wish to engage in a conversation with other members, please do so through the chair, taking care to identify yourself. After members have spoken, the chair will afford public comment to those members of the public that have joined the meeting via Zoom. Members of the public who wish to speak must state their names and be acknowledged by the chair. Finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by roll call vote. All right, so let's move on to the first item on the agenda, which would be the approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, Paul, are you in favor?
Yes.
And Kevin?
Aye.
And I am as well. We've approved the agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from 7/21?
So moved.
Thank you, Paul. A second?
Second.
Thank you, Kevin. Taking the vote, Paul, are you in favor?
Aye.
Kevin?
Aye.
And I am as well. We've approved the minutes from the 7/21 meeting. Is there anybody here for general public comment?
Looks as though we have no public comment.
Okay. So now are these members for the applicants, or are these public comments unrelated to the signs on the agenda?
The public comments are unrelated to the signs, but the applicants that we have here, or the people we have in the Zoom meetings, are the applicants.
Okay. And you say that there is public comment as well?
No, I said there is no public comment.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said there were. Okay. Well, that
Chris?
settles that. We'll move on to the applicant. Yes.
This is Paul. Can I make
Hey,
it?
Paul.
Am I allowed to make a public comment?
Yes, please do.
All right. I am becoming very concerned and frustrated about all the proliferation of signs all over the town. And none of, it's out of control. None of them are approved. and I understand the issues involved. I would hope that perhaps we could put this on next week's agenda for discussion.
Okay.
We certainly can do that.
Okay.
Dave, do you need a motion for us to request that, or can that just be something you add to the agenda?
I believe it's just something we can add as a discussion point to the agenda next week. We can just put it under other business. But yeah, why don't you make a motion actually for it?
All right, so Paul, is that a motion?
Yeah, I'll make that a motion.
All right. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, thank you. Paul, are you in favor?
Aye.
Sorry to do it to you. Kevin, you're in favor?
Aye.
And I am as well. All right, thank you. So it'll be on the agenda for next week's meeting. Let's move on to the applications. And we have one applicant with 2 signs, which we had seen before. This is the Respoke on Straight Wharf. And it looks like they have revised their applications according to some feedback we'd given them. They're on the line. Chris, do you want to speak?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, so we're at 41 Straight Wharf. We have a 24-inch sign on the front, 18-inch sign on the back, exact same design. You previously asked for us to mute the colors down. And so we also have Gene on the line, who is the sign creator and who I know has worked with you guys for a long time. So we went back and have toned down, we revised the color scheme. You guys previously, you said the design is completely fine. It's just a question of colors for this week. So what you're on the screen now is the top is the previous original design, which carry our Pantone colors for our brand standards. The sign below with Respoke is the revised colors.
Excellent. Okay. Did you want to have Jean speak at all, or is it she just on to hear comment?
If she wants to clarify anything. I don't know. Jean, are you online?
I am.
Yeah, if there's
Okay.
anything you want to clarify about this this layout, about other signs in town and all that kind of stuff, that'd be great.
Well, the middle color is going to be Golden Archway. And I would suggest that the bright red, we looked at another color, ruby red, and it didn't work. The bright red is used on the Jared Coffin sign.
Yeah. I see that in your application. Okay.
You also have to take into consideration that you're looking at these colors on a monitor.
Okay. Let me ask members of the board for comment. Kevin, do you have anything?
I thought where we left it last week is that Kathy was going to get you the color chips.
Yeah, I have not seen these in person. I guess that instead they came back with the potentially revised color scheme of the ruby red and golden archway. So no, I have not physically seen any of these. Paul, do you have any comment?
I think it's toned down. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah. So, and Gene, I know that you understand the sensitivity that we're trying to work around here. As far as keeping them muted, if we could approve the ruby red and golden archway, would that work for the applicants?
No, I wouldn't suggest the ruby red. When I opened the can, it was ghastly. The bright red that you see on the Jared Coffin would work better.
Okay.
So my suggestion is to keep the red the same. It's not as bright. If they can scroll up on that, you'll see No, went too far.
1, 2. It's only this and then the next page.
Oh, okay. There was a actual item painted with the red on there, so you can see.
I think
it's
if you go up further, if you go
Okay.
maybe
Let's
further,
see.
there was like a paint.
Yeah, I see it as far as the little swatches
This
on the
here?
piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's more like two little brush strokes on a piece of paper. I think it's higher up.
Oh, okay, here we go.
So the bright red, you can see it's not as bright as it looks on the logo.
Okay.
And orange is being muted.
Yeah. I think these signs are pretty small, relatively speaking. I personally, if speaking to the other board members, I think we could split the difference here and go with the golden archway and the bright red, trusting Gene's interpretation or understanding of how reds read on these signs, but we would have to put that to a vote.
Was the finish of this going to be glossy or matte? Was that decided?
Well, we like to use the high gloss because it holds up, but where they're located, it is going to get a lot of salt exposure.
Yeah.
So what's the pleasure of the members here?
I recommend we approve it, as you just stated.
Okay. Kevin, would you second that?
Yeah, I really think we need to find a way to get these, samples approved without, in person somehow. And I don't think it's fair to put this applicant through any more time. And I think Gene will do a good job getting us what we want, but I think we got to figure out a process going forward.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
yes, I'll
disagree with
second
that.
it.
That would help.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So let's put that to a vote then. So Paul, are you in favor?
Yes.
And Kevin?
All right.
And I am as well. Okay, so technically speaking, we just did that for the first item on the agenda. The second item is the same, just another size and another location. Can we make the motion to approve that applicant as well?
So move.
And Kevin,
Second.
second. All right. And Paul, are you in favor?
Aye.
And Kevin?
All right.
And I am as well. All right. So Chris and Jean, thank you for going through the process with us, and we look forward to seeing your sign up.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a great day.
Take care, guys.
Okay, bye.
All right. So given that that's it for the applications, we've got enforcement, which we've sort of left off, but I think for next week we can talk about how that might be necessary again.
Yeah, and actually Kathy will be gone next week as well, and I don't know what we can have for signs. Today is a deadline for signs, and I don't believe we've received anything quite yet. So we might have a blank agenda actually. I don't know if you guys want to hold off and, have that discussion when Kathy's here, or that's totally up to you.
That might be better. Will she be back in 2 weeks?
She will.
Paul, I know you want to discuss this, but it probably would be best discussed with Kathy.
That's fine. 2 weeks is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So tentatively, then let's just say we won't have a meeting next week unless there's a flood of applications in the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
Any applications for that matter. But yeah, I guess
Okay.
you can just send us an email. Let us know if that happens.
I can certainly do that. Actually, do you want me to just check with Kathy before we close out here to see if you guys want to do your enforcement today? Like,
No, I don't
We
think
should-
I'd like to prepare a little bit for that.
okay, sounds good to
Yeah,
me.
I think we should have other members chime in too. So
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. So can we have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
second.
Kevin? All right. Thank you. And In favor, Paul,
Aye.
Kevin,
All right.
and I am as well.
All
Thanks,
right.
everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good
All
week.
right. Have a great week. Bye.
You guys as well. Take care. Da-da-da.